guess what? What?
It is I, HEX!
Hey guys, welcome to the party. My name's HEX. We are venturing in the long-awaited TCG HEX Shards of Fate. I backed this about a year ago, or maybe longer. I've been waiting for this for a while, and I think now is a good time to jump in and do some playthroughs. There's a lot to this game, there's a lot of depth, there's a ton of cards, there's an auction house, there's tournaments, a lot of really cool things. I think the first thing we should start with, though, would be the tutorial, because I know nothing of this game and I don't know how to play it. So let's jump into the HEX tutorial to start. Here we go. Greetings and welcome to the HEX tutorial. A game of HEX is a duel where you and your opponent will play cards and try to defeat each other. This is me, my name is Lionel Richie, and I shall serve as your champion during this battle. Well met. I will guide you through your first battle. You will be playing with a deck I built for you. Just keep it simple. Don't mess up or I'll kill you in real life. This is your opponent, Gozik the Neurotic. He's stressed out. He's hasn't paid his rent in a month. He needs to win this match to get his money. Looks like we both have 20 health here. The goal of the game is to obviously reduce your opponent's health to 0. Makes sense. This number is your health. Okay, yep, cool. You and your opponent each have your own deck of cards. At the beginning of the game, you are dealt 7 cards off the top. Your opponent is dealt 7 cards from their deck as well. These are the cards we will use to try and defeat Gazog, the Rent Pair. Alright, a standard deck includes 60 cards. This number shows how many cards you still have left in your deck. Cool beans. This number shows how many cards you have in your hand. Okay. 53 cards in the deck, 7 in the hand. It looks like same with this guy as well. Okay. Cool. Okay, now let's take a quick look at these cards you have been dealt. Right-click on the Ruby Shard resource. We have a lot of these guys. Resource cards provide you with the power to summon troops and play actions. This is, I guess, shards are going to be our lifeblood of the game here. Okay, now right-click on the dragon troop. We have one minion card here. Looks like it's a troop card. This card is a troop. A troop will fight for you in combat. Let's take a closer look at this card. Okay. This number is the cost to play the card from your hand. You will need 3 resources to play this Dragon Guard. There are a few different types of cards you can play. This particular card is a troop. This Dragon Guard is a human. Most troops have a trait that lets you know what kind of troop it is. This number is the troop's attack value. Anytime this troop attacks or blocks, it will do 2 damage. This is the defense value. Okay, got it. This ruby icon is the card's threshold. Interesting, okay. Don't worry about this now. I'll explain thresholds in more detail later. Okay, right-click.
I think you are ready to start the battle. It is time to defeat this nefarious scoundrel. Scoundrel.
Very excited. Okay, here we go. Let's actually play. Here we go. You will begin each game by playing a resource because they will give you the power that you need to fight. Okay, it makes sense. So play 1 is going to be a Ruby Shard. Huzzah! A few things happen when you played your shard. Let's take a look at them one by one. Okay. These 2 numbers represent your resources. So resource pool is 1 out of 1. The number on the left shows currently available resources that you can play this turn. Makes sense. The number on the right shows your total resources, which will refresh at the beginning of each of your turns. This number shows your champion's charged power points. Just have 1 for now. Each champion has a special ability they can use when they have enough charged power points. We'll come back to this later. Okay, this number shows your current ruby threshold. 1. When you play the Ruby Shard, you increase your ruby threshold by 1. Now, most cards require you to have thresholds of a certain color to play. Okay. Proceed to the next main phase. Here we go. The Dragon Guard requires 3 resources to play. We only have 1, so we cannot play this troop yet. Right-click the Dragon Guard to zoom out. Okay. Each of your turns is divided into phases, indicated by the icons here. Okay. We got some phases here. Okay, click continue to end your turn. Okay. Okay, Gulag just played a Blood Shard. Looks like we're tied in the race here. Remember, each one of you can play 1 resource card per turn. Uh-oh. Your opponent just played a troop? Kind of a weak troop, though. Just 1-1, it looks like. Let's resolve this. I don't think I can... Right? Oh, right-click the troop to zoom in. Let's see this. This troop is called a Dusk Stalker. It requires 1 resource to play. Yep. Cool.
Your opponent's troop is played onto the board. Let's take a look at the opponent's resource points.
Remember, the number on the left is the currently available resources. Okay, our opponent used 1 resource to play the Duststalker, so his current resources are at 0. Okay. The number on the right is total resources, so your opponent will get 1 resource point back at the beginning of their next turn. Troops cannot attack on the turn they enter play. Whew. We're safe from the Duststalker for now. Thank goodness. Hit continue to end this turn and start yours. Okay, here we go. Okay, you always draw a card at the beginning of your turn. Another Dragon Guard! Looks like we can't play the Dragon Guard though because he has 3 mana, or blood shards, or ruby shards to play it, right? So let's play another ruby shard. Oops, click on it. Left click. You now have 2 resources available. The Dragon Guard troop costs 3. Gotcha.
No!
Okay, so it's going to do 1 damage to my champion. It's going to take me down 19 health. Remember, if your health drops to 0, you lose. Makes sense. Okay, this is news to me. When a troop attacks, it becomes exhausted. This ensures that that troop can only attack once per turn. The Duststalker is turned on its side to indicate that it is exhausted. I can't block yet, right? So, okay. Makes sense. Okay, your opponent has played another Duststalker. Wow. Okay. Jeez. 3 on the board, but he has no resource points left to spend. Okay. Troops cannot attack on the turn they enter play. We better get this, we better get stuff going here, or Guzog is gonna get his red check. He's gonna win this. Alright, you can only play 1 resource during your turn. Yep. So 1 more ruby shard. We should be able to play dragon now, right? Yes, okay. You now have 3 resources available. That's enough to play a Dragon Guard. Awesome. Let's do it. Okay, 4 Duststalkers on the board for this evil guy. Your opponent played another Blood Shard. Okay, resolve Duststalker. Ouch! Fortunately, you now have a Dragon Guard to help protect you. Let me show you how blocking works. You can use your Dragon Guard to block one of the attacking Duststalkers. Click on the Dragon Guard. Block. The 2 cards will now do battle with each other. Each troop inflicts its attack value on the other troop. So I'm going to survive this and kill that guy, I believe. The Duststalker will do 1 damage to your Dragon Guard, and your Dragon Guard will do 2 damage to your opponent's Duststalker. Click block. Okay, it looks like I did survive that. My Dragon Guard is down to 2-1 here. Okay, so the Duststalker was removed from the battlefield and sent to the graveyard. Notice that the health of your Dragon Guard is now at 1. This troop will heal the damage at the end of the turn. 2 of your opponent's Duststalkers were unblocked, so they attack your champion for 1 damage each. Okay, we got a new type of card. Let's take a look at it. Okay, Burn is a new type of card, an action card. It's called Quick Action. Looks like it deals 2 damage to a target champion or troop. Awesome. Alright. Action cards are usually played once for their effect, then discarded to the graveyard. Burn costs 1 resource to play. It is a quick action, which means it can be played at any time. That's pretty sweet. Alright. Let's click on the Burn card to play. I guess we can attack this guy here. These other cards are exhausted, so let's do it. Accept. Okay, here we go. So both of the Duststalkers were exhausted because he attacked me last round with it, so the opponent could not block my attack. Okay, so it looks like I can still play a Shard here. Oh, and I can play another Dragon Guard. Nice. Use your ready Dragon Guard to block one of the Dusk Stalkers. Alright, let's do it. I kind of like the fact that your minions will heal at the end of the turn. That's pretty cool. Okay, the Dust Stalker was killed and sent to the graveyard. The unblocked Dust Stalker attacks your champion for 1 damage. Hit continue. Okay. Once again, at the start of your turn, your available resource points are reset to their maximum value. Right now, that's 4. Okay, we drew a new type of troop, a Ruby Pyromancer. Let's check this out. Some human troops, such as the Ruby Pyromancer, have a special ability called Inspire. Inspire. As another troop with cost equal to or greater than this troop's cost enters play under your control, that troop gets +1 attack. Okay, that's cool. Good to know. I'll permanently increase by 1. I like that. Sounds very useful indeed. Okay, let's do it. So I guess we can play the Ruby. Makes sense. So now he's buffed with 1 extra attack. That's pretty nice. Okay, Ruby Pyro, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Okay, notice that this button is flashing. This is your champion's charge power. What? Hover your mouse over the charge power button, but don't press it yet. My charge power costs 5 charge points to use. Each time you played a resource card, you gained a charge point. You now have 5 charge points, which is enough to use my charge power. Interesting. My charge power lets you permanently add 3 attack to a single troop. Click the charge power button. Okay. Oh, cool. Alright. Let's do this. Nice. Alright, let's attack. Alright, your opponent cannot block with his exhausted Dust Stalker, so your Dragon Guards hit him for a total of 7 points. I continue to proceed to your opponent's turn. Okay. Okay, attacking is optional. The opponent's Dust Stalker would likely be blocked or killed by Dragon Guards, so he decides to wait for a better opportunity later. Looks like he summoned a bigger card. Luckily, he doesn't have a lot of health, but Zombie Vulture. Jeez. Interesting. You drew a new kind of action, Inner Conflict. Let's check this out. Okay, this is a different type of shard. It looks like a diamond shard. Target troop gets this. Oh, wow. This can't attack or block. That's very interesting. This card causes a targeted troop to lose the ability to attack or block. Inner Conflict has a diamond threshold. You currently do not have any diamond threshold, so you cannot play this card yet. Okay. Hit continue or go to the attack phase. Okay, so we're not going to attack with the Ruby Pyro because it will probably die to the Dust Stalker. It only has 1 health. And since a Ruby Pyro's Inspire ability makes her far more valuable than a Dust Stalker, it's not worth the risk. Makes sense. Cool. Well, this is going to be a lot of damage here. Okay, so my opponent blocked my Dragon Guard with his Zombie Vulture, killing both of them and sending them to their graveyards. Okay. The good news is that I do have cards on the board still. And I think my, my Dragon Guard is going to heal as well. Our opponent played a troop on his turn, but still has 3 resource points left. What is he up to? Alright, different types of resources gives you access to a greater variety of cards. Okay, let's click on the Diamond Shard. You now have 1 diamond threshold shown here. The Inner Conflict card you have in your hand requires 1 diamond threshold, which you now have. Click on the Inner Conflict card to play it. Okay. Well, obviously, we're going to give it to this guy so he can't attack or block. Accept. Alright, hit continue to go to the attack phase. Oh boy, this guy's in trouble. Oh no! Goes on! Did have a trick after all. Uh-oh, murder. What does murder do? Well, probably kills one of my cards, right? Murder. Totally destroys a target? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Uh-oh. Corrupted Afterlife. Oh boy, this is a bigger card here. Looks like revert and transform up to 3 targeted troops into zombies. Something like that. Into a zombie. I mean, definitely a good card, good play. It's just I think it might be a little bit too late. Whoa, what's this? What the heck? Hold on. Right-click on the Spear Cliff Pegasus. I love Pegasuses. Beautiful creatures, very majestic. The Spear Cliff Pegasus has the flight keyword. What? Flight. When this enters play, gain 2 health. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This can only be blocked by other troops with flight? What? Okay. Flight means this troop can only be blocked by other flying troops. The Pegasus will be able to fly right over those zombies. Oh, this is cool. This is adding a whole other dimension to this game. What? In addition, when you play the Spear Cliff Pegasus, you will gain 2 health points. Alright, this card is awesome. This is pretty cool, guys. Wow. Okay. Kind of excited right now. Let's try this. So, Pegasus can't even be attacked by any of these guys or blocked because he's on another level. He's flying above these demon guys, whatever. Alright, here we go. Note that the attack value of the Pegasus is increased by 1 because of the Ruby Inspire ability. Okay. Pretty cool. It looks like the Pyromancer also gave my Pegasus 1 attack. Pretty sweet. Proceed to attack phase. Okay, your opponent will probably block any attack you make with the zombies. It might be best to wait until next turn to attack when the Spear Cliff Pegasus will be ready. Okay, let's do it. Okay, more diamond stuff. Pretty cool. The Diamond Aura gives a single troop an additional 2 attack and 2 defense. Wow, that's pretty sweet. This card will also give that troop Studfast, which means that the troop does not exhaust after it attacks. Wow, that's pretty sweet. Let's definitely go to the Pegasus here. Let's do that. Wow, the Pegasus now has 5 attack and 3 defense, and it can fly. Nobody can stop me, baby. I should go to Vegas after this. I'm getting very lucky. Hit continue to go to the attack phase. All right, here we go. Because the Pegasus can fly, your opponent cannot block with a zombie. It's awesome. And that actually, I believe, is the game? Gozlak, I'm so sorry. I can totally lend you some money if you need to pay for rent. Oh, he's starting to cry. Oh! Victory! Well, it is official. RipperX, one of the best HEX players in the game of HEX. Undefeated. From what I hear, RipperX is undefeated. Pretty cool. Again, playthrough number 1, really just kind of covering the basic tutorial. I want to go into this game a hell of a lot more. Let's quickly take a look at what we have here. New player guide. Okay, there's home, HEX tutorial, new player guide, which you're reading now can be referenced again. There's starter trials, which are a good way to get some free cards. Once your starter trials are over, you're ready for the ultimate player versus computer experience, the Frost Ring Arena. Test your skills against the frozen creations of Hoggoth, Keeper of the Frost Ring. If you prove strong enough, you will earn exclusive cards. I like that. Equipment, gold, and much more. Wow. Your deck must contain a minimum of 60 cards and a maximum of 300 cards. That's crazy. You cannot add more than 4 copies of an individual card to a deck, except standard resources. Remember to choose a champion for your deck. Okay. There's a store as well. 2 in-game currencies, platinum and gold. Platinum is used to purchase booster packs to add cards to your collection. You can get more platinum via the Buy Platinum button. Gold can be used to spin the wheels of fate on the pack opening screen, purchase cards in the auction house, and more. Proving Grounds. This looks like, yep, where you can play against other players or computer opponents. And chat. Have fun. Very cool indeed. This is, it's like a TCG MMO, guys. This is very, very cool. I have not even touched the tip of the iceberg yet. This is literally, it seems like there's a lot of cards, a lot of strategy, and again, different thresholds. So again, we were using the Ruby Shards with a little bit of Diamond, but look at, there's Sapphire, there's a Wild Shard as well. So there's going to be, wow, a lot of different types of cards, I guess, from different thresholds, which means a lot of different strategies, a lot of different combinations as well. So, pretty cool indeed, guys. Well, I want to thank you so much for hanging out. This is, again, playthrough number 1. Basically just kind of showing the tutorial. What do you guys think of HEX Shards of Fate, guys? Is this something you can see yourself playing? Very intrigued right now. I want to keep going here, actually. I think the Frost Ring Arena might be a good way to go, just because you can actually get more cards that way. I think a starter trial as well. This is probably going to be... I think these two things are going to be good start. I don't think I want to play against any actual players just yet. Maybe get some more cards and kind of figure out the game a bit more. Thanks for watching, guys. And again, any questions or comments below about HEX Shards of Fate, please leave them below this video. We have more information on HEX at MMORPG.com. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.